TCG history was written by a new contender, Flesh and Blood. Let me show you how.
Are you Chain's mom or dad?
I'm Chain's dad.
For the first Flesh and Blood World Championship, people traveled from all around the globe to get a chance on their chunk of the $300,000 prize pool. The last event of the in total $1 million prize pool that was given out throughout this year. That is a lot of fucking money. But that is not the only reason why people traveled the globe to experience this milestone event. But I can tell you, it was not all roses. Let's see what one of the players has to say. Pheno Black.
Like, there's just like a lot of people that me and some other people have seen that just like went in and had no or very little experience with draft. Like, during my deck registration for draft, I sat down and the guy next to me was just like, hey, you know card things. I took 2 checklist cards and I don't know what the dragon is. Is Asvalai a good one? And I was like, bro, what the fuck? You're at the World Championships and you don't know what your cards do?
If you experienced something similar than Pheno, let me know down in the comments. And that was not the only thing that I heard from people that they were troubling about. The location was kind of weird at first, even though I liked it. But it was not what I expected to be, honestly. I mean, the venue was a huge tent, and on top of that there were no toilets. So you had to find a solution yourself nearby. And I mean, if you had a lot of time, that was not a problem at all, but was kind of stressful for all the players that needed to be quick in between the rounds. And the thing that so much people were angry about was the playmat situation. There were 2 world's exclusive playmats and they were sold out pretty soon because they were also sold online, and when you didn't have time to get one on location, then you missed out. But luckily, Channel Fireball got us the opportunity to buy them another time for a limited amount, and I think that was pretty awesome. Yeah, but like many of you, I also had to buy one of the mats that I wanted to have on the secondary market for over $200, which were $50 at the beginning of the weekend. And if you want to have something from this event, then stick around to the end because we actually have a giveaway for you. So let's get right into the event and start with what was for me the most exciting and at the same time insane moment of the whole weekend. A fellow German player and friend of mine, Fuad, made it to the top 8. And that's crazy enough, right? But he made it after all his cards got stolen, and on Sunday he battled against no other than Michael Hamilton in an Icelander mirror match. Unfortunately, he lost and Michael got to win the whole tournament. But Fuad showed that he is one of the best players in the world after he just barely missed top 8 at Proto Lille a few months before. Let's see what the story of his stolen cards was like and how he could keep going without a deck.
Ich bin ohne alles hier reingegangen. Ich hatte nichts mehr zu verlieren und ohne ihn hätte ich nicht mal spielen können. Wenn ich jetzt verliere oder so, ist es auch egal.
I think you have to tell like to everybody.
Mein erster Worlds, Swiss, erster oder zweiter ist super, glaube ich.
Ja, wir sind ein bisschen später gekommen, weil sich unser Flug halt noch verzögert hat, wegen der medizinischen Notfall und so. Und dann waren wir in San Francisco. Dann haben wir den ersten Tag per Fuß uns da ein bisschen in San Francisco angeguckt und so. Dann haben wir uns ein Auto geliehen. Am zweiten Tag wollten wir dann noch zur Golden Gate Bridge fahren und so. Dann sind wir kurz in Japantown, wollten wir noch was zu essen holen, bevor wir weiterfahren. Und dann haben wir unser Auto halt da auf einem Parkplatz abgestellt, auch mit Security. Da war wirklich auch 2 Security-Leute und Kameras und so weiter. Und wir waren halt nur eine Stunde weg und dann kamen wir zurück und dann war hinten unser das Fenster hinten eingeschlagen. Und Koffer und Rucksäcke fehlten. Seine ganzen Karten waren weg, Klamotten, alles Mögliche. Genau. Und dann haben wir halt erstmal geschaut, dass wir das Ganze halt der Polizei melden, zur Botschaft fahren, unsere Pässe halt wieder besorgen, dann Community, reingeschrieben in die Community, dass die Sachen wechseln, ob Leute Karten geben können. Selber ein paar Karten dazugelegt, Karten noch hier schnell gekauft, vorher alles zusammengetragen, dass er spielen kann wenigstens. Ja, und dann hat er komplett durchgezogen und jetzt das Ding schon in die Top 8 geholt. Ja.
Oh, we got approached by the people and they told us like one of the top 8 competitors for Worlds, his deck got stolen. They said like, hey, can you help us put the deck together? And we're like, yeah, no problem. Let's get all the cards together. So between us, couple stores, we're gonna make his whole deck for top 8 so he can play on stream. So
awesome.
Hopefully it works out for him and we can get everything for you.
After being beat up with this horrifying experience, it is safe to say he earned his way to the top in all ways possible. Cause as you can imagine, mentally it must be one hell of a task to keep going strong and even try everything to keep it in order to live up to your dream. I am immensely proud of Viet and want to see him return for next year's Worlds. But now let's take a look at how we even got to San Jose in the first place. After a really stressful flight on Thursday, I arrived just barely missing the players' reception on Thursday's evening in San Jose. But I was safe in the motel where I was staying with Heiner, who is running the White Rabbit store in Germany. And I was just so happy when at Friday the event began and there was so much to see on location. I mean, PCG had a booth where you could grade your cards. Fab Unsealed had a booth where they were doing live box breaks. You had the artist alley with all the different artists from around the world. And my friend Musetti was also there. I mean, meeting Federico again was so amazing in itself. And also you had all the vendors. I mean, Hemal and Magnolia Gaming were there. And it was just, everything was so amazing. The atmosphere and meeting all the creators again too. Like people that I met for months and months, not seeing them was just amazing. And all the players too. Like I was so happy seeing Pablo there and everyone else from Europe, of course, like the Polish players, the UK players, the Germans. It was just so amazing. And I just want to give you a quick look in what Pablo told me on location.
A little bit disappointed. I believe I did a lot of work and it didn't pay out as much as I wanted. But you have to know that you're playing the World Championship. You're playing a card game, there's variants, there's matchups, and there's really good players here. Like, you cannot take for granted that you're going to do well at the tournament. So I'm happy. I'm happy with my results, and let's see if I can get my elo back in the in the calling.
Yeah, and after the World Championship, how do you continue with Flesh and Blood?
Oh, of course. I will need a little break because this past year has been really hectic. I went to both Pro Tours and World Championship, and I also played in calling in Madrid, and yeah, that was all. But I will end the nationals and traveling across all Spain for all the Pro Quests, and it has been a little bit too much maybe. I'm really happy, but a little bit tired right now. I would love to just enjoy the new set and take a little room to breathe, to have some breath, you know?
And there were not only the high competitive players at Worlds. I mean, we had players from all crafts there, and I met Riot Time Gaming there too, so I am really astonished what he accomplished the year and just at the event. I have a quick interview with him, so let's jump right into it and see what he has to tell.
Time Gaming, Ian Kinderdine from New Zealand, came a long way from the other side of the world to be here, but first ever Worlds, couldn't miss it. So I managed to time it that Worlds was the 500th tournament I've played in Gem, and I'm not sure if I'm the first person, but there's not a lot of people in that 500 club if there are anyone else. So it's been a grind since 2019. XP Boomer, you can call me, but I've played all those 500 with like Brute, Azalea, and non-meta heroes. So we did the hard work to be here.
Isn't that awesome? I mean, I was really astonished with it. And he was not the only one from New Zealand that I met at the event. actually, like, one of the highlights for me was meeting Chris Gearing and Newson Zhang and talking about Yu-Gi-Oh with them. We made a whole video about it, and that was just really, for me, one of the highlights. It was so amazing talking to them and sharing some of the memories from back then. But I was also really happy to see John Sasso again, who is running Channel Fireball and just sold it to TCG Player. We made a small interview, which I also uploaded on the channel, and he was even giving away the new revealed Fable from Dynasty in a PCG 9.5, and there was just so many really special moments, and I'm just glad I decided in the end to come to Worlds and enjoy this ending of the competitive year for Flesh and Blood in person. Because I need to be honest with this, at the beginning I didn't really want to come because it was quite expensive, but that is also a little story from Worlds, because I got the opportunity to work for Saint from Fabled Hunters at the event, which was really awesome. I mean, we were doing some filming together. I was filming for him and his channel, and I saw a couple of videos already been online, so definitely check them out and let me know what you think about them. I didn't edit them, but I provided the footage for him, and throughout the weekend we got a couple of opportunities to do some videos together, so that was pretty amazing. Even though on Saturday I made a mistake because I got him the wrong number, so he wasn't able to call me on Saturday, so we missed filming there. But I was glad that he wasn't that much upset with me on Sunday, so we were continuing on Sunday, and I think the things that we did there went really well, so I'm looking forward to doing that again next year. And the big question on Saturday was, who makes it to the top cut?
You were on day one for the Worlds?
Yes.
But then you decided to quit.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
After 4-4 records, I wanted to play the calling. But now, when I put that in perspective, I saw people making top 32 with a 4-loss record, even 5 losses. So I could have tried to go 7-1 on day 2. But I didn't know about that. I think I miscalculate. So I decided to play the calling.
And I was so happy for Hayden that he made it to top 16. So let's see what he has to tell us about making it to top 16 of Worlds.
Bit gutted to miss top 8. I lost my winning in and then lost the last round as well. So, but cool to still get to play tomorrow and do the Dev Challenge. So yeah, excited.
And after the announcement was over, I was going out with a couple players, including Fino and Hemal, to dinner. And I was just telling Fino that I will add Yu-Gi-Oh to my channel, and he has to tell something about that.
Yu-Gi-Oh's dog shit? That's not news, bro. Everyone knows, except for the Yu-Gi-Oh players, because they have Stockholm Syndrome.
No, they know.
That's true, they do know. They just like getting slapped in the balls. Oh yeah, ban my deck. Reprint it. Oh, power creep. Oh, yeah.
So now it was Sunday, the last day of the tournament, where at the beginning all of the people that submitted a card for the Worlds grading got the card back, which was a really insane reveal for me and for other people too. I remember the Goblin Reserve getting a PCG 10 back, a Marvel Icelander Young, I think, from Uprising. That was pretty insane. Fluke also got a pretty amazing badge back. And I filmed him telling us the story about why he graded these cards and how he got these cards, because that is actually something really special. So let's hear what John has to tell.
This is a world record, I think, 1 of 1. See the border?
It's a 5. Why
Sad
a 5?
story with this one. It was actually from a store in North New South Wales, where I'm from, that flooded completely. They lost everything. And they had a few binders with the Fabled in them. So I bought those at a charity auction. 2 grade But the other ones are playable. I play with them. This one's too curled to play with. But
there wasn't actually too much like actual fraying damage or anything like that. It was actually pretty good for a water damaged card.
But you can't save the surface.
No.
It has like grubby stuff on it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
How you feeling?
Alex? We're feeling good.
Great, man.
Yeah, day
It's the last
3,
day.
right?
We made
Excited. It's been just such a great ride, such an amazing event by Channel Fireball. So many amazing people to meet at this event. So many people that we've met before at different events that have come back to us and said how excited they are to see us again, how excited they are to be at more events, and just everyone's just so excited about what the future holds for Flesh and Blood, and we couldn't be more excited to be here ourselves. And Dynasty is gonna be amazing.
It is,
Epic.
yeah.
It's going to bring the boom. It's been
Yeah.
absolutely fine.
You
like,
boomed
fantastic.
some time yesterday, right?
Oh man, oh yeah. We had an Emperor in Dynasty. I mean, all sorts of spicy stuff. And yeah, wow. The breaks don't get any better. It's been awesome.
You had an awesome crew box?
We had an awesome crew box. We had an awesome arc box. We had an awesome alpha box. I mean, Shard and Shiana single box crew. That's probably a good highlight.
I think we're calling an eye today. That's what we're saying.
we're going for the eye today.
Dude.
And even before we got the cards back, there were some opportunities to get really deep insights on what players were thinking about this last day of Worlds and before top 8 began. Because I actually got to meet with one of the top 8 players in front of the venue, standing in line. So let's see what he has to say.
I'm Fuad from Italy, and I drew my player, and I was lucky enough to top 8 at the Worlds. Yeah. But I think there is future just simply because Fab is a very great game. Really, I was very skeptical at the beginning. I come from MTG. But my friends begged me to play this game, and in two games I felt in love. So I advise everyone to have a shot at least. Go to your local game store and try, because it's really an awesome game, and hopefully Europe will become even more strong and will take more people into the community. Yeah.
And I also catch Rob Catton from England, who we also did the deck profile with.
What are you doing, bro?
Bro, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm
It's all on
good.
him.
How are you? How are you?
Yeah, feeling good. I feel like I've already one of the winners, So
You are.
it's cool.
You
Yeah,
are, man.
doing well for the UK. So.
This man has done the UK proud, right? It doesn't really matter whatever comes from after that. But the fact that he's got into the top 8 in the UK, he smashed out 16 rounds in 3 different formats is literally a huge, huge achievement. So no matter what happens after that, us as the UK are buzzing for Rob to get into the top 8.
Yeah. I think he's Emmablade as well, but he's playing 3 Phoenix Flame. I'm only playing 1, so I never draw Phoenix Flame. He will draw some Phoenix Flames, hopefully, and they don't block, and they only attack for 1, so I'm hoping that's an edge. Although he knows that I've got Ancestral Empowerment, because he's seen my deck list, and knowing about Ancestral Empowerment is a bit of a downside. But I'm hoping that maybe because he knows about them, he'll play around with them too much, and he'll start blocking more than he should do, and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel confident. I like that I've got Engulfing Flamewave as well, and he doesn't play Engulfing Flamewave, and that card has won me a lot of fine matches. So yeah.
The energy was just so amazing before the top 8 matches began, and I'm glad I'm glad I was able to catch some of the players really in their emotions and with some of their feelings before they had to sit again at the table and show what they're up to.
My Chinese name is Liao Pei-Tung, and I come from Taiwan, the small country. It's like near Japan and Korea and another. I played this game maybe. I've played Flesh and Blood from Monarch, and I'm the Magic player before. So I like to join the competition, like this kind of competitive game. It's really great.
What do you like about competing in this event?
It's like every player. It's like because this is the first time I join like the Pro Tour and Worlds in every TCG game, and it's like play with the really strong player is make me feel exciting. Yeah, and if you win, it's like ah.
Yes, and what does it mean for you to be here at the first World Championship?
It's like I can show because like Taiwan is a small country, and in this world a lot of people don't know even can like Taiwan, and they say oh Thailand, so they don't know what's the difference. So I sit here so can let the world see my country Taiwan.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you making it to the top 8. Congratulations for that.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the deck you play. What is the hero, and why did you choose this hero?
In CEC deck, I play Briar, and in Blitz, I choose Icelander. I choose Briar is because I think it is consistent. Like I can block, and I can block 4, use my embodiment token, and also I can attack 4, use my reroll for 4 attack to play the really value game plan. And also I can high roll this game. Like everyone know like Mountain, Force of Nature, and 7777 is like free win for this game. And I choose Icelander is from the beginning I have some. My sword is like all times equipment is fucking strong. So I want to choose a deck. Is not afraid of the all times equipment. So from the beginning I have some choice. It's like I play all time or I play Icelander and Prison. And after the test, I choose Icelander, and my build is for all time and Icelander match. And I give up the Prison, and also I'm also really lucky. In the Blitz matchup, the left side and my right side is like Prison against Icelander and Prison against Icelander, and my matchup is Icelander against all time. And I meet Prison matchup in the final round. So it already doesn't matter I win or lose. I still luck top 8. So I think I'm really lucky about the Blitz deck choice and also the matchup.
I thought I was dead when I lost round 15, and then I saw standings and I was in 8th place, and I'm like, that means my last round, if I win, I'm in. And I was just like over the moon because I really thought I was dead. So just like getting one more chance, playing that last round, squeaking it out, and then making top 8, I feel amazing. I feel really happy. So the game is really cool. The game is great, but the community is also really, really wonderful. Like I played Magic for a long time, and a lot of the community is fine. Like people are still nice and stuff, but like I have met so many people in the last year that I like almost feel like they're family, just playing Flesh and Blood that I've met through the game, and that's really awesome.
And then there was the match between Viet Pham and Michael Hamilton. And I catch Zach Bunn from Team Covenant because he was really nervous, and he was pretty happy that Michael got to the top 8. And I was really happy to see how deep he cared for Michael. I mean, they are really close friends, and yeah, I have something on camera from him too.
I'm Zach, and I'm watching my teammate Michael Hamilton in the top 8 of the very first Flesh and Blood World Championships.
How are you seeing the game that is going on right now?
So it's an Icelander mirror. It's super tight. They're both obviously very good players. Michael's the 8 seed, his opponent is the 1 seed. And this is a really big match. I think either of these players is favored to make it to the finals when they win, because the way the bracket's set up. So super tight, and it's a privilege just to get to spectate a game on this level, honestly.
I know Michael and you are good friends. Tell me a little bit, how did you get to know him?
So I met Michael in person for the first time at Pro Tour 1, and super good dude. He's from Middle America, just like me, so we get along really nice. He's also one of the nicest humans on the planet, and so we started talking more about the game and testing, and he's just a great player to be able to play against.
What will it mean for Michael and the US community if he makes the first place today?
Honestly, if he makes first place, like you just asked me that, I got a little bit of goosebumps, right? Like I'm so proud of him. He's such a good player. He puts in the work, and he's just built different, honestly. And I think Americans, there's been a lot of questions on who's the best player, where's the best player from, where are the best players. So I'm already super excited to see 4 Americans in the top 8. So no matter who wins, I'm cheering for America.
And after the match between Viet Pham and Michael Hamilton was over, I was able to film some more footage with Saint. And I mean, hanging out with Saint is pretty crazy sometimes, because in Lille I was able to see how he acquired a gold fold tunic, and at Worlds he got 3 more. So it is actually up on his channel, so take a look at it.
Once again, 2 of them will be going to some prominent Magic the Gathering collectors, some whales so to speak, so that we can continue to be good ambassadors for the game of Flesh and Blood and for the collectors out there. Because the collectors are not dead, they're looking for these. And every single collector that comes in and gets their hands on one of these will probably want Hearts of Fyendal, will probably want, you know, Arknight Shards, will probably want Eyes of Ophidia, will probably want the Power 12, Cheyennas, all that good stuff, Twinning Blades, and so on and so forth. And it is never my goal to hoard or collect too much of the population. I want other prominent collectors to have these items so that they will get into the game and they will share and spread the passion for collecting of Flesh and Blood. So,
and actually, as I thought it couldn't be bigger than that, someone came up to us and said, "Hey, I have something for you," and actually dropped another gold fold tunic on the table that he got. So that's just insane, but it's so amazing to be part of these moments and also share it with you guys.
Hey guys, we are here, still at Worlds, with Laura and Luke. They have made an ask of me. They've asked me to middleman a transaction. I just filmed a segment of 3 gold tunics, but they themselves have a tunic as well. Yep. Did you win this?
Yes. This one was won in Auckland in one of the first callings. So, was won and then recently graded.
Recently graded by TCG, and it's been sold to a gentleman in the US.
Yep.
But you guys are going back to Auckland, right?
Australia, back to Australia.
Oh, Australia. Yep. Okay, so since they're going back to Australia, and we're in the middle of finalizing terms, or finalizing payment, they've asked me to hold on to this card for them. And yeah, it's a pleasure to do this for you guys.
Thank you, appreciate you helping.
I will let you guys know, or I will ask the buyer how he wants to ship it. I take no risk on shipping, that's the one thing, but I will get this to the best of my ability to the buyer once the terms are finalized, and it is now in my capable hands for custody.
Awesome, thank you, appreciate that.
How are you guys, otherwise, how are you guys appreciating or enjoying the show?
Oh, it's been awesome. Everything about it's been awesome. Good competition, good booths, just everything's been great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Laura?
Yeah, it's cool to be in the US, just like seeing a bunch of new people and everything. It's fun.
Okay.
Meeting a lot of big names.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, wonderful. So it's in good hands, and hope the buyer finalizes it soon, or else I might have to get involved.
Then I catch Rob Catton again after his match was over. Unfortunately, he lost, but let's jump into the interview.
It was. I thought I was going to win, to be honest. I was going first in the 5 mirror, which is bad, so I didn't really get off to a great start because of that. But my turn 2, I think I put him to 19 and managed to get a card off to take the tempo, so I was going to start with 5 cards, so I felt really confident. But then I got a little bit unlucky with an engulfing flame wave flip, and that ended up being the little bit that meant that I ended up losing. So yeah, it's still a really good game. I think that Daniel, who beat me, is going to go on to win. So I hope he does. I hope he takes it down, and I'm still really happy about everything I've accomplished this weekend. So yeah, all good.
And you have something special here, right?
Yeah, so I got a card graded. That my fiance won. She won a tournament a couple of weeks back. She beat Matt Folks in the final in Manchester, England, and she won a cold foil Katsu, which we got graded. So she got a quad 9.5 Katsu.
Wow!
Which is pretty awesome. It's got the world stamp on it as well, which is really cool.
On the back
TCG.
too, right?
Yeah. I didn't even see that. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yes, I think it's there.
And after that interview, I actually got the chance to be part of an alpha draft where I was invited to by John Sasso, and I got to play against Chris Cyrus from Fab Unseals and also MJ, who's the artist of the Welcome to Race playmat, but also of a variety of different artworks for Flesh and Blood and the box artworks. So that was really amazing and it was a lot of fun. And I even got to beat both of them. But then, just before the last game, I heard that the announcement of the world champion was. So I wasn't able to see the last matches in person because I was being part of the alpha draft, which I really didn't want to miss. But then, like this announcement, I just couldn't miss this one. So I just ran through from the one end of the venue to the other where the podium was and the announcement was. And I was so in rush and I was so emotional about that I totally forgot that you're not allowed to run in the venue. So a judge came up to me and called, "Don't run." And I slowed down and was like, okay, I try to, not run, but fast walk. So I could be there in the right moment and see the announcements. That was just so amazing, just seeing all these people celebrating the world champion and all the people that got to the top 8 and the end of this amazing tournament here for Flesh and Blood. It was just so amazing. I mean, I didn't really believe at the beginning of the year. I didn't really thought about being there when this happens, and I am so glad. I am so happy that I was able to do this and that I can share this with you and got you a little glimpse of what it was like for the people there, for me, for all the players and all the people that I could connect to, all my friends. And I really look forward to go there next year, hopefully. All in all, it was pretty amazing. And at this point, I also want to thank again Kellen from Red Zone Rogue, because he actually got me an idea to sign a card, which I will show you in a second. But yeah, after the venue was closed, I was taking part in the diner with the German community, with Viet Pham, and we celebrated his top 8 in a steakhouse and ended the Sunday. And Viet really likes Prism, so I at least got him a Prism mat from the artist who was also there at the venue to have a little memory for him. So we gifted him that at the steakhouse. And after that, there was actually a little party at the Guild House. So LSS was hosting that. That was really amazing. Also seeing all the staff members from New Zealand, from LSS again there for the last time this year was really amazing. Even meeting Nicola for the first time and Michelle from the team from LSS too there. It was just amazing. And I really look forward for the next year, what they have planned for us. I mean, they just announced the Pro Play games for next year, what they are up to with that. And that was pretty much an amazing ending of the World Championship for me. So now I want to show you what I brought with me from Worlds. First we have the Heart of Yendal art sleeves that you got for attending the event when you bought a ticket. Those are pretty awesome, and I think I will stick with these. Don't know if I will open them, but I think that's a pretty cool gimmick. Then we have the cards that I got through the alpha draft and even a holo, which I really liked. I played Katsu with Kodachis and got a pretty solid deck with a lot of head jabs and leg taps, even some combos. That was pretty sick. And I didn't really see that much alpha cards before, but I have to admit, like, these look really amazing. And also with the misprints with the pink stripes, those are pretty amazing. Yeah, those are like roughly the cards that we got there. I even pulled a Majestic, the Fjendal's, the Tome of Fjendal, but I passed that because in this same pack was also this leg tap foil, and yeah, I just love Ninja and I also played Katsu, so I thought, okay, let's go with the leg tap foil then instead of the Tome. And I mean, the decision was really good, I think. And yeah, we have another pack of sleeves here that I got from a German player. Sorry, I really forgot your name, but you got me this sleeve just right before the draft happened, and I needed some sleeves, obviously, for the cards. So you were awesome enough to give me these sleeves. And when you watch this video, or a friend of yours watches this video and can tell you, then yeah, let me know, because I actually have something for you that I also got from Worlds, and that is here, this cold foil young Dory with the Lasahido artist signing. Yeah, so let me know, message me, and you get this Dory. Thank you so much. Then we also got some more signings, because like I said earlier, Kellen from Red Zone Rogue got me an awesome idea to do a double signing, because he brought some double-sided alpha tokens with him, actually Dori and Rainer on the same card. And like you can see here, I mean, the artist from Rainer, Vishnu, was there, and also the artist from Dori was there, Lasahido. So yeah, I was fortunate enough to pull this card in the alpha draft and then got it signed last minute. So that is something I really enjoy and will hold in my collection. And then some more signings from Lasahido and Vishnu. Just a Welcome to Wraith Young cold foils. Those are pretty amazing, I think. And I gave one of these to Heiner, which I stayed in a motel and who got me 2 Worlds. So thank you so much, Heiner, at this point again. We had a really amazing time, and I'm really happy that we are friends now too, that we met this year. Then we have some of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards here, which we pulled with Newson and with Chris. These were the best 2 pulls from the Invasion of Chaos pack and the Pharaoh's Servant pack. And then we got here from Jim this really cool sticker from Fab TCG cards, so check that out if you haven't already. Then, my friends, Mr. Chocolate TCG, I met him too at the event, and he got me these cool stickers, which I think look really amazing. I don't really like this one here with all the glitter, but I really like this one. And also with some tokens here. So I think there are, 3 different ones. One for the Ashwing, one for Ash, and one for the Frostbite, which is really funny. And then we also met the Polish community again, and they are always doing some amazing tokens. I really enjoy spending time with the Polish community, and I'm really happy they gave me these tokens. So thank you again. With the newly announced Ponder token, with Talisha, the Lost Prince, which was actually given out to Bartosz at the Nationals, and with a Frostbite token again. I'm really looking forward to visit Poland, hopefully next year. We will see. And then we have something pretty amazing. As I said, you could grade cards on location, so you could give them to PCG and they were taking care of it, and even having a special slab here with the Worlds logo that you could only get there at the event. So you would get a Worlds Championship logo here at the back, and then a Worlds logo down here under the score. And yeah, this is actually a card that I got graded there, the Eye of Ophidia, which I'm pretty happy with the grade. Actually, I really searched a long time for this one, and I'm so happy that this got a quad 9.5 and is actually one of my first cards that I graded, one of the first 4. So yeah. The other 3 was the Art Knight shard, which unfortunately didn't get a really good grade, but near mint nonetheless. This one is for sale, or for trade. If you are interested in it, then let me know. But the first card I got back, and which was the first card I graded, was the Mask of Momentum, even the Alpha Edition, which I bought last minute before the event on Facebook, and nearly got a 10. So yeah, this is my favorite card from Flesh and Blood, and I'm really happy that this one got such a great grade and the Worlds logo. And then we also bought 2 cards on location. This one I actually bought from Fab Unsealed, the Rampart of the Ram's Head. And then I got this card from a friend, from Andreas. He bought this one from Australia, and Fluke gave it to me for him, but he then got his Shock Charmers Gold foil graded, so he didn't really wanted to have 2 Shock Charmers, so I bought this from him because I actually want to collect all the legendaries from Aria in 9.5, so we already have 2. And I also have another badge from TCG that I have here, but yeah, that one I want to show in another video, so if you're interested in collecting or want to see those, then definitely let me know in the comments. And now for the giveaway for you guys. I have something really special for you. A PSA graded card. And I want to give it back to you because this card and what I made with this card pretty much represents this year of Flesh and Blood for me. And you have gone such a long way with me on this channel, so I want to give one of you the chance of actually getting this PSA 10 Galaxy Black Cold Foil Alt Art from Monarch First Edition with the signings of the artist Federico Musetti, with the signing of Pablo, the first Pro Tour champion, and also with the signing of Floren, who got 2nd place at the first Pro Tour. He just barely lost against Pablo. If you haven't seen that, check it out definitely on my channel. And yeah, this is the giveaway for the ending of this year, for the ending of the Worlds 2022 video. And all you have to do is to be subscribed to my channel, Tales of Alex, like this video, and then comment on the video and you are in. So I would like to read your favorite moments from this year's in Flesh and Blood, and maybe a moment from the channel if you have one that you really liked. And if you like, also write what you are up to in the next year for Flesh and Blood, if you're excited, what you are looking forward the most in the next year. I will definitely read all the comments and also reply to them. So good luck on this one, and we see each other in the next video. Oh, and I totally forgot. You have time to write in the comments till the end of this year. So until 31st December 2022. And yeah, on the 1st of January 2023, I will announce the winner of the Galaxy Black PSA 10 card.
Hey, Alex.
What are you doing here?
making some mistakes, you know.
Is this the champion costume or what is it?
No, this is when you lose. This is what you have to do, you know.
Yeah. Okay.